Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, welcome. It's so great to have you here. If this is not your first time watching one of my videos and you are a subscriber, it is so great to have you. I hope you keep coming back. I truly do appreciate you watching this video and all my other videos. If you've seen them, so much love to you. So today I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about something that a lot of people have been requesting me to talk about through Instagram specifically. I've gotten like a lot of DMs of people, you know, asking me to talk about what it's like being an influencer and what it's like to be working with brands and doing all these campaigns. For the past few months, I've been working on so many campaigns with so many different brands, and I love working on campaigns, but oh Jesus, I'm not gonna lie, it's been a lot. So today I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, but before I start, I want to mention this amazing Instagram course that I just discovered, and it's created by the Instagram user at that camera gal. She has like over 30,000 followers, which I mean isn't like the biggest deal because Instagram shouldn't be about the followers, but it's a pretty big deal because she's been able to like establish her brand for herself. Her company reached out to me to try out like a little demo. So this video is sponsored by Boss Social. So Boss Social is basically like this online video course that kind of shows you like the ins and outs of growing your Instagram and kind of becoming an influencer essentially and getting into Instagram marketing so that you can start earning money for posting on Instagram. I've been taking Instagram more seriously. If you follow me, you've probably like seen all the campaigns I've been working on for the past few months, and I have found like all the tips from this course very helpful. Like she knows exactly what she's talking about. I plan to use all the methods that were provided in the course to grow my own personal Instagram, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys right now. Her course will teach you like how to start earning money and how to grow your Instagram very quickly. Just click the link in my description box. I'm going to leave it below, and you can check out the course website and sign up and use my code AfroBliso to get 25% off. And like I said, y'all, she knows exactly what she's talking about, so definitely check that out. So now let's get into the video. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time just kind of like talking. I'm gonna split into sections because I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about this because nobody's trying to watch like a long ass video. I know I would not want to watch a long ass video, so I'm gonna try to keep it a little concise but still, you know, touch down on all the points that I want to talk about. And so I'm going to break it down into sections. I'm going to do the first section, talk about how I got like so many followers on Instagram, because that kind of matters. I don't like telling people that, you know, followers matter because it's Instagram. Like, follower count shouldn't matter, but when you want to become an influencer, it kind of does, which I know is terrible to say, but it does. Next section, I'm going to talk about how I'm able to work with so many brands and the two methods that I use to like get in touch with brands and how they can get in touch with me. And the third section will be like quick tips. As like an influencer, I want to share kind of like the pros and cons of being an influencer, because there are cons. Like, yeah, it's nice to get free things, and yeah, it's nice to work with brands, but it can get stressful and it can be a lot sometimes, so we're going to talk about that. So let's start with section 1. How do I get so many followers? How do I get people to come to my account and keep on following me and stay engaged? I would say this section is not going to be the easiest for me to talk about, because when it comes to getting followers on Instagram, it's like really dependent on who you are and how you work Instagram. So the main thing I would say though is you have to post quality content. I cannot stress this enough. If you are someone who, you know, doesn't really care about how your photos look, then I don't really think being an influencer is for you, because brands want to see that you can post nice photos. Brands would like to see that you can post good content with their products. So quality content is definitely number one. If you want to be a blogger, make sure you know how to write. Oh my That's the main thing. I think that's pretty obvious. If you want to be a vlogger, you know, make sure you have the right equipment, right? Make sure you have everything that you need to like be able to make the good content. That does not mean go out and like buy a whole bunch of stuff and splurge and spend all your money. No, that's not what it means. It does mean that you should try to just have just basic necessities to make good content, whether it's a nice camera or a nice like video camera, whatever, lighting, whatever must be needed to make the good content. Just make sure you have it, because brands look at that and will determine whether or not you're a good fit to work with. Next, hashtags. When I first started using Instagram to get people to go to my blog, I didn't really use hashtags, and I noticed that that didn't really help me at all. Like, not using hashtags does not get people to see your account. It's like, yeah, your account may come up on the explore page for some people, and like they may see and be like, oh my god, who is this? Oh my god, I like her page, and then follow you. But if you don't use hashtags, your content will not get to a lot more people. So using the appropriate hashtags for your pictures is very helpful. Since I post about fashion and style and beauty and all that stuff, I use hashtags that will get people who are interested in the same thing to come to my page. You won't see me using hashtags like hashtag, I don't know, not like a food Instagram account, so I wouldn't say like hashtag foodie. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say like hashtag fitness, because I'm not a fitness account either. So make sure you are using hashtags that are specifically for your type of niche that you're trying to like, you know, make your account based on. By the way, make sure you do have a specific niche that you're kind of basing your account off of, whether it's fashion, beauty, lifestyle, fitness, food. What else niches are there? Just make sure you have a category to base your account on, because if people come on your account and they're like, oh, what is she about, and they can't tell through your pictures, then there's just no point. So quality content, hashtags, make sure you're posting consistently. I know I'm someone who cannot follow an account if I notice that they have not posted in like the past year. I get it, some people like to take breaks from like social media and stuff, but if you want to work with brands and companies, some of them actually do have a requirement that you have to make sure you're posting consistently. So you have to post in like the past, I know one company that I work with said you have to post in the past like week or month. So it's important to post consistently. And last but not least, networking. I cannot stress this enough. You need to make sure you are networking to get more people to not only come to your account, but be engaging with your account. Networking also helps you to get to other like brands, so that you're not just, you can email them. I'm gonna get into that soon. Like, you can email brands, but if you also like reach out to them on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook or whatever, get them to come to your account through that way. Because I noticed with email, like, it's really, if the brand checks their email consistently, they will reach out to you. If they don't, which there are brands who do not, you're not gonna get a reply in at least maybe a week or so, and by then it's just pointless to even try to work together. To get more followers, try to network with people who are also interested in the same thing as you. When I first started my blog, I would go on Instagram and either go to like the fashion hashtag or the style or outfit of the day, OTD. I would just like comment on people's Instagram. I'd be like, oh my god, like, really dope Instagram, check out mine if you're also really into fashion. Or I DM them, because I notice with commenting on Instagram pages, it's really a hit or miss. If the person sees it, they see it. If they don't, they don't. Not only that, I know some people get comments on their Instagram where it's like someone comments on almost anyone's Instagram. It'll be like, hey, really like your page, awesome content. They're commenting that on so many people's pages, so it sounds very generic, and so that person may be like, oh, she comments on everyone's pages. Not only that, they will definitely see it, because they will either get an Instagram request, DM request, or they will get the notification that you just messaged them. So it's also very helpful to try to DM people rather than commenting, but you can still comment. Like, that still worked for me, but I found it way more effective by DMing accounts. So to get more followers, biggest advice, quality content, hashtag, post consistently, and network. Yeah. So next section, how am I able to work with so many brands? I have recently been getting so many DMs from people asking, how are you able to work with this brand? Didn't you just do a campaign? How are you doing a whole nother campaign? How are you able to work with brands like every other week? To work with brands, I use two methods. First method is something that I have to spend a lot of time talking to y'all about, and I'm gonna spend this time like telling y'all, but I'm gonna start with method two. And method two is by personally emailing brands with a collaboration pitch. Now, this method only works with brands who have a PR email. Like, listen to me when I say that. Therefore, if you go on the brand's website and you do not see a PR email, don't even try to reach out to them, because I promise you, you're not going to get a reply. Brands like Forever 21, H&M, other brands, Topshop, you know, those like really big brands, they don't typically have PR emails, because if they did, they'd be getting like emails all the time, like 24/7, all day, all night. So it's best to try to get to brands who have PR emails, and that's typically going to be smaller brands. So I'm trying to see, it's like a good example. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Rebellious Fashion. They're like a small UK brand. I discovered them on Instagram. I discovered so many brands on Instagram, which is very helpful because almost all of them have PR emails. They're willing to work with bloggers and vloggers and influencers because their main goal is to get their brand out to the public. It's best to try to reach out to smaller brands. If you go on their Instagram and they have like, you know, 50,000 followers or less than 100,000 followers, then try to reach out to them and see if they are willing to collaborate with you. And then their PR manager will check out your email and will get back to you as soon as possible. When trying to pitch a collaboration with a brand, it is very important to lay everything out. And when I say lay everything out, I mean tell them what you are going to do with the products that they send you. Typically, they will give you like a budget based on, you know, your influence. They'll give you a budget. They'll tell you we can, you know, let you spend $100, $150, whatever. And it's important to tell them so that they don't have to ask you, oh, what are you gonna, you know, do with our products? Are you gonna style them? Are you gonna try to do like a YouTube video? Like, what are you going to do with our products? Tell them before they have to ask you. So typically in a pitch, I will be like, hi, my name is Aisha, I'm the author of Afro Bliso, blah, 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 blah. Would love to work with said brand, you know, whatever brand you're trying to work with. Kind of do a video showing how I can style handbags, or how I can style crop tops, how I can style, you know, shoes, whatever. Just make sure you have an idea of what you are going to do with their products. That is method two. Now, method one. This one is about to be the most detailed section of this video. It's not going to be super long. It's going to be very straight to the point, but this is how I really work with brands, and it works all the time. I am signed up with so many like platforms specifically for influencers. So these platforms are really, really great because they make it so much easier for brands to reach out to influencers and vice versa. So some of the platforms that I am a huge fan of, the number one platform that I love is Aspire IQ. I love this platform because they provide a variety of brands for different like type of influencers to work with. If you're a fitness influencer, you will most likely find a brand to work with. Like, there's so many. If you're a fashion or beauty influencer, you will definitely find a brand to work with. They provide a variety and they make it so much easier for you to just, you know, pitch to the brand what you want to do. Typically on that platform though, they have like what the brand wants from you, so you don't even have to pitch anything. They'll say like, we need influencers to post our newest product on their Instagram story, whatever. And all you have to do is just send in an application with like your name, your email, your Instagram account or your YouTube account or your blog or whatever, and then boom, your application is in. They will consider you. If they accept you, you can work with them. I have been able to work with Monk and Michael Todd Beauty. I loved working with those two brands through Aspire IQ because It made it easier for me to see what products they wanted to send, and not only that, it made it easier to get payment. Another great thing about Aspire IQ is that if you would like to do a campaign, like a paid campaign, they literally have like a range of the price that you could get paid by that brand. I actually have like a page that has my rates, but with like Aspire IQ, you don't even have to state your rates. They will literally tell you the amount that you could get paid based on how many followers you have, which essentially determines your influence, which is why I tell people your follower count kind of matters. And I hate saying that because I really don't think Instagram should be about the followers. It shouldn't be about the likes. It shouldn't be about the comments. Basically, it shouldn't be about the stats. But to be an influencer, brands look at how many followers you have because it tells them what kind of influence that you have. It tells them whether or not their, company, their brand, whatever product that you're going to be promoting, it tells them whether or not that's going to reach anyone. So if you have like 500 followers, they're going to see that and they're going to be like, well, I mean, that's not really going to work. If you have like 1,000 followers, it might be something, but typically brands will look at your account if you have like over 5,000. If you have 10,000 and over, brands will definitely like to see that. As much as I don't like saying that, follower count matters, it kind of does as an influencer. So yeah, Aspire IQ can help you determine how much you could possibly get paid based on your follower count. Another platform that I really like is Apex Drop. I recently worked with Scarlet Blue through Apex, and I really like this platform because you can get like email or text updates whenever there's like a collaboration available for you to participate in. If I'm chilling one day, not doing anything, I'll get a text saying like, oh my god, Aisha, we have a new collaboration that we think you'd be perfect for. And then I look into it, and if it's a good fit, then I'm gonna like send in my application, and boom, I can work with the company. So that's really great. It's also really easy to navigate, just like Aspire IQ. The only difference I would say with Apex is that I notice it's really best for Instagram influencers who are into beauty and fashion mainly. I can't remember. You can put in like tags that tell them whether you want specifically fashion brands or beauty brands or fitness brands. With Apex, I don't remember if I was able to do that. Maybe I'm just not getting other type of brands because I probably did something like that. I'm not really sure. I would say it's really good for beauty or fashion influencers. So there's that. So the next two platforms I'm going to be talking about are for women in college. So if you don't identify as a woman and you're not in college, you should just skip a few minutes. Influencer Collective, I've talked about them before in one of my videos where I did the unboxing of their summer essentials kit. That platform is really great if you are a woman and you're in college and you are an influencer, or you're trying to be an influencer. It's really great because they have campaigns all the time, and I like this platform because almost all their campaigns are paid. Honestly, wait, I'm pretty sure all their campaigns are paid. Every campaign that I've done is paid. So I worked with them on the Fila campaign, which was really great because I received some really nice Fila shoes. I really like Fila shoes. I don't know like how other people feel about them, but I like the whole idea of the whole big chunky dad sneaker. I got to work with them, and that was really great, and I got paid to do it, so that was nice. I worked with them on their summer essentials kit. I will hopefully work with them on another campaign in August, crossing my fingers. Now with them, you do have to submit applications to be considered for the campaigns, and so it's not like you can just put in your name and all that. They typically ask for your name, your email, your social media account that you plan on posting the content on. Typically they look for people to post on Instagram, so if you're more of a vlogger, some of the campaigns may not be for you. But I recently noticed that they're trying to incorporate YouTube into it, so Instagram is not the only choice to pick when you're filling out the application and telling them where you're going to post your content. There are those options. And then some campaigns do ask for you to tell the brand why you will be a good fit and how you will present the brand. So that's also a difference between Influencer Collective and all the other platforms I've mentioned. But still, it's amazing. But like I said, it's for women who are in college. So if you are a woman and you're also a college student, I would definitely recommend checking that out if you're trying to become an influencer and you need to find brands to work with. And last but not least, there's also College Fashionista. College Fashionista is really great because they have really nice campaigns and they're also always paid. It's also for women who are in college. I really like College Fashionista because they're not just all about campaigns and stuff. They actually, have created a platform for influencers to also connect with each other. So I've been able to connect with so many other influencers because of College Fashionista. But like I said, their campaigns are also really nice. I worked with them on the campaign for My Clarins, which was a new brand. If you know Clarins Beauty, they do like skin products. I think they do makeup as well, I'm not too sure. But I do know they do skin products. And I've known Clarins to be more for like older women, not like old women, just like women who are like reaching in their 30s, kind of late 40s and on and on. But My Clarins is specifically for younger people and for the younger generation. So if you're like between, I want to say maybe 16 to like 25, My Clarins is like a really great range. But like anyone could try out their products. It's not just for people who are young. They did focus on making their brand vegan based, which is a big difference from Clarins products because they are not vegan. In fact, I think they're actually tested on animals, if I'm not mistaken, which is why My Clarins is a really, really great range to check out. So I worked with them through College Fashionista, and so that was really great. So I would highly recommend checking out those two platforms if you are a woman in college and you're also trying to become an influencer and you need to find a way to reach brands. Those two platforms are great. Now with all of those platforms, they are application based, so you do need to submit an application to be considered to join the platform. It's not really something that you can just put in your name and then boom, you can work with brands. No, it is not that easy. You do have to fill out an application, tell the platforms who you are and like what kind of influence that you have. With all of them, you have to link your social media because that's the only way that they can see your influence. Having multiple social media accounts is helpful. So if you have an Instagram, you have a YouTube, you have Facebook, whatever, link all of them so that you can show brands that you can not only reach people on Instagram, but you can reach people on YouTube. You can reach people through your blog. You can reach people on Facebook, Twitter. Link all of them. Those are all the platforms that I am currently signed up with. I'm also signed up with so many other platforms that I will list below. All of those platforms are really great, like I mentioned before, because they make it so much easier to connect you with brands. In terms of making money on Instagram, I would honestly say when you reach 10,000 followers, make sure you have your rates on either your page or your blog or wherever brands can find a way to see that you expect money in return for work. Make sure you're able to show them that. So now we have reached section 3, which I'm going to talk about some tips for anyone trying to become an influencer. The main tip that I have when trying to become an influencer. So first of all, I didn't even mention this. What in the world? So there is micro influencer and then there is macro influencer. I am considered a micro influencer because I only have like approximately 11,000 followers. Typically, if you have between 10,000 to 99,000 followers, you would be considered a micro influencer compared to someone who has over 100,000 followers. If you know the definition of micro and macro, then you understand why people are considered micro influencers and macro influencers. So there's that for anyone trying to become a micro influencer, because that's how it all starts off before you can even reach macro influencer. The main one I would say is to be professional. When I say be professional, as I mentioned before, having quality content does benefit you when trying to become an influencer. But by having quality content, I'm not saying go out and buy like an expensive ass camera. No, I have an expensive camera and I have realized the difference it has made compared to just using my iPhone, because you know, having a DSLR camera does help you take really nice pictures. But if you cannot afford it, do not go out and try to splurge on an expensive camera that will help you take nice pictures, but I mean, you're gonna be broke. Like, don't do that. It does help to have a nice camera, so if you want to get like a really small digital camera, SLR camera, that's totally fine. I think typically those are like about $100 to $200. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Those are really nice because they still take really good pictures, but you're not spending a whole lot of money. My camera is a DSLR camera, and it's like a professional DSLR camera, so it costs over, the camera itself is like over $500, but I got in a bundle pack, so it came with the camera and some lenses and a whole bunch of other stuff that you can't just get if you were to just purchase the camera, and that was about $2,000. So if you're not trying to spend $2,000 on a whole bundle pack, do not do it. Get yourself a little tiny digital camera and you can take your bomb ass pictures and still be good. Having quality content does start with, you know, what you use to take your pictures. If you just have an iPhone and you can't even afford to get the small digital camera, do not try to spend your money so you'll end up broke trying to, you know, flex on Instagram. Don't even do that. You can use your iPhone camera. iPhone cameras are literally just as good as DSLR cameras, honestly, especially the iPhone X camera. Like, that camera is pretty nice, I will not lie. If you want to use that, that's totally fine. Also, make sure you respond to brands in a timely manner. I will not lie, I will read an email and completely forget that I read the email, so then I will completely forget to respond to the email. That's happened a few times, so then I end up responding to the brand like a day later and I'm in the email saying, I'm so sorry, I would love to work with you, blah blah blah. It is really good to respond in a timely manner because it shows the brand that you are serious about working with them. If you wait like 3 days to respond, they're gonna forget about you, so there's no point in even responding to them. Also, make sure you complete the work on time. When you work with brands through the platforms I mentioned earlier, they have a specific time range for you to post all the content that is needed. Some brands will also ask you to submit drafts so that you can see what you're about to post before you post it. Make sure you get those in on time and make sure you post on time, or else the brand is just gonna, first of all, they're not gonna wanna work with you ever again. Make sure you complete everything on time, respond in a timely manner, figure out how you wanna take your pictures, whether it's with an iPhone camera, whether it's with a digital camera, a nice professional DSLR camera, whatever you use, just make sure you are able to provide brands with good content. So the next tip is also really important, and that is to be authentic. And when I say that, I mean work with brands that you can actually see yourself working with. I have been contacted by like skinny tea brands and like fit tea, whatever the heck they're called. I've been contacted by those brands so many times to promote some tea that's just gonna have me on the toilet for literally hours. I am not going to promote fit tea. I'm not gonna promote skinny tea because, Lord have mercy, I am already so tiny. I am not gonna go on my Instagram talking about use my fit tea to lose 50 pounds in like a week. I just can't see myself promoting that stuff because I can't see myself using it. I just don't need to use it. And so I'm not going to go on my Instagram and try to convince my followers that I do use it when I know very well that I do not. And not only that, my followers will know that I do not. Make sure that you actually work with brands that you can see yourself working with, and make sure you're promoting like products that you will actually use. Do not try to get free products just because it's a free product. If you're not going to use it, do not promote it on your Instagram. Do not promote it on your YouTube. Who else has tried to contact me about stuff? I've been contacted to promote shampoo, and like, I don't even have that much hair, so what kind of shampoo is going to help me? Be authentic. Promote products that you will actually use. It's so important to do that. Another thing is, don't take social media so seriously. If you're the type of person who is using Instagram to try to get more followers, it's not going to be fun. Some influencers who you can tell aren't really using Instagram to have a sort of influence. They're only using it to just be able to say, hey guys, I worked with this brand, check them out. Yeah, it shows that you're not being real with your followers. It shows that you're not trying to actually promote a product that will actually help people or change people, or people might actually like. So when I promote clothes, I want people who are also trying to discover a certain style to be introduced to a brand that they probably never heard before. So that's probably the reason why I work with fashion brands. If you see me promoting a beauty brand, it's because I want people who, I don't know, maybe are struggling with their skin. I want them to be introduced to a product that may help their skin. If you see me promoting a product, just know I'm promoting it because I feel like my followers may actually be interested in the brand and in the products. If you're really feeling the picture and you want to post it, post it. Don't worry about what other people are going to think. In terms of working with brands, I have had my days where I'm taking pictures and I'm just like, I really don't like any of these, but I need to promote for this brand. I'm not going to just post it because I need to post it. Trust me when I say that. I will wait until I have the right looking content to post it, because I want brands to see like, oh, she's very serious about, working with us. She's very serious about making good content for us. She's not playing when she says that she can rock our clothing or rock whatever the heck product that she's about to rock. I will make sure brands know that I'm serious about working with them. Last but not least, be patient. I cannot stress this one enough because it does not happen overnight. You're not just gonna get 1,000 followers overnight, unless you do something that goes viral. Like that could work, but it didn't happen overnight for me. I had to take time to actually, get people to come to my Instagram, and if they like what they see, they like what they see. If they don't, whatever. Like I said before, check out Boss Social. The course goes into more depth and gives you a lot more strategies for growing your Instagram. So I would definitely check that out. Again, use my code AfroBliso for 25% off. And yeah, I don't really have anything else. If you have questions, email me, DM me on Instagram, comment below. I will answer any questions that you have. Being a micro influencer is nice because yeah, I receive free things and that's always great, but it takes time to create the content. Again, I'm a perfectionist, so I take so much time to make sure my content looks right, but I don't take too much time to the point where I'm stressing myself over it. Never stress yourself over making good content. It's also important to make content that represents you. I get inspiration from so many people on Instagram. That's okay if you get inspiration, but make sure it represents you. Make sure you're able to show brands that you're also unique and that you're not trying to copy this influencer or that model or that vlogger or that blogger. Make sure you're able to show them that this is your content, and yeah, you might have gotten inspiration from someone else, but it's still you. That's basically all I have. Again, check out Boss Social. If you found this video very helpful, like it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you're doing. You should already be subscribed. Click that subscribe button and comment if you found this helpful. Comment if you have any other questions. Tell your best friend, tell your mom, tell your dad, your cousin, your boo thing, tell everyone. Anyone who's trying to become an influencer, tell them to check out this video. I hope these were helpful tips. I hope I answered a few questions that some people may have. That is all I have for this video. Again, if you have any questions, DM me and follow me on Instagram at AfroBliso. Check out my blog, www.afrobliso.com. I'll have a video up next week. So I will see you guys then. Bye.